it's OhYoNameTaty back again with another video. In today's video, we'll be doing a reaction video? Today's video, we'll be doing a review to The Flash Season 1, Episode 9. This is the first
of the last
season. I'm not sad yet, though. I really ain't sad. I really ain't. It hasn't hit me yet. So let's get started. So first of all, it starts off with bad CGI.
Yeah, it was a little corny.
It was corny. But I think that's the point. I think that's the point that it started off bad. Yeah, it was a dream. And everybody died, and it was just really bad acting. But it was a dream, so I think it was supposed to be like that, you know?
It was a dream. He had a bad dream. So.
Okay, yeah. Whatever. And so then Barry wake up or whatever, and why is that? Like, look, I knew Barry and Iris had a big loft, but I ain't know they was stunting like that. They had a couch in there, they had a chair, they had that little, what's it called thing that they sit on by the windows. I don't, what that you sit on by the window.
Is it called a bidet?
No, a bidet is a toilet, fool. What is the goddamn a bidet? Oh my God, Kiana's so slow. Anyway, they had that little ram thing that you sit on by the window. Then they had like a whole like they had a whole sitting area with a chair and a couch and everything. They had a fireplace in there. They had a big ass king size bed. It was a lot. It was a lot in there. And then we saw Iris wearing a bonnet. And I just have mixed feelings about that. Like, yay, Iris is black, but like, it took y'all 8 seasons to make her black. And the way you show her being black is by having her wear a bonnet. Now, my thing is, not all black girls wear bonnets. I just recently started wearing a bonnet because my hair is in twists now. Okay? So, I feel like it's overkill. Like, y'all waited all these years to finally make this bitch black. Like, and Candace don't even wear a bonnet. Like, she said it on numerous occasions. So I was just like, I get it. Like, for the aesthetic, I get it. But, like, it was overkill to me. That's just me. That's just me. Whoever likes it, go ahead, girl. And so, let's talk about Eric in this whack-ass interview he did. Eric be lying. And the sad part about it is Eric's employees know he lying. Because why he go to Grant and Candace and said, oh, this season, especially episode 1, is gonna be like a rom-com. And they laughed at his motherfucking face. They laughed at his face. And while he in the interview, he laughing. And of course, the people that's interviewing him laughing too, because that's their job. They gotta keep that rapport with him, right? So they can keep, you know, getting called back. But like, I was just like, that's not a good thing. Like, you laughing at and all this, but like, they don't believe you because you be lying. And I don't see how he didn't get that. Like, you laughing about the fact that your employees, well, they're not really his employees, but basically the people that you're writing for, you're above them, and they laughing in your face because they know you be lying. Like, that's embarrassing as hell. He was like, they just didn't believe me. They didn't believe me. They didn't believe. I wonder why. Stupid. So Cecile and Joe, blah, 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 blah. And might I add that Cecile was not annoying this episode. Might I add that. I'll tell you why when I get to the part. But she wasn't annoying. Okay. And neither was Allegra. I'll tell you why Allegra wasn't annoying. Allegra wasn't annoying because she was playing a supporting character. And not a main character. Kiana?
Right.
Kiana.
And okay, I'll wait.
What?
Something annoyed me.
What? What, go on and say it.
Why the hell they put that damn blue hair in that child?
I don't know why they made that bitch look like what's it called? Cynthia. She a really good dancer. She looked like fucking Cynthia. She a really good dancer. Cynthia, move it to the groove now. That's what the fuck that heifer look like to me. Cynthia. Yeah, she look like Cynthia. I was like, is this bitch trying to do a
Yes.
I don't like that one. I'm like, is this bitch trying to do a reboot to fucking Sky High? Cause she look a damn fool. Did she look young? Yeah, she looked a little younger. She looked a little younger because they've been having Caitlyn and what's her name looking old as hell, I must say. But she was looking a little young, but she still looked a goddamn fool.
Man, all of that get up.
I mean, she looked a goddamn, and the way she was acting, I was like, could she possibly be a villain? Because she was acting kind of creepy.
She was.
Like, happy-go-lucky creepy. Not happy to be alive, but happy creepy. Anyway.
Moving on.
So, Barry. Kiana, you need to be careful because as y'all see, I keep jerking like this because Kiana keep pushing the brakes. Anyway, so, Barry got a promotion. He let me tell you why he got a promotion, because he following everything in the book. He then went to Gideon and asked Gideon all these fucking questions like, oh, Gideon, give me the timeline of this. Gideon, help me with that. Kiana, ain't that your dress?
No.
Gideon, help me with this. Gideon, help me with that. Gideon, help me figure this out, then figure that out. But he has yet to create Gideon. Like, I know Gideon exists already, so he feels like, what's the point? But there's a point. Like, when is he gonna create her? We got 12 more episodes. Like, and let me just say this. I will give Eric 1 applause. You couldn't hear it. I'll give Eric 1 applause for the pacing of this episode. That's all he fucking getting from me, bitch. Is the pacing of this episode was really good.
And I like the acting of Iris.
Oh, I thought somebody was honking at you, Kiana. I was about to say. The pacing was really good, and it didn't feel like there's only 12 episodes left.
Yeah.
It felt like, oh, we about to get a whole season, a whole 23 episodes. That's what it feels like to me, even though I know it's only going to be 12. I applaud him for the pacing. That's all he getting from me today. Now, moving on.
I like the storyline of Iris and Barry.
Yeah, me too. Captain Boomerang, blah, 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 blah. We don't care. Okay, let's talk about these closed captions, okay? Now, people on Twitter are saying, and I even said this in my live, did Barry call Iris babe on 2 occasions? Okay, so there was this scene where Barry was walking out the bathroom, and to me, it sounded like he said, hey, it sounded like to me that he said, hey, are you okay? But in the closed captions, it says, babe, are you okay? And I'm just like, first of all, Barry ain't a babe type of guy. Like, and Grant ain't a babe type of guy. Like, I ain't never once heard Grant say babe ever in his life. Never. I don't even think he called his wife babe, at least from what the content she showed. Moving on. Moving on. So, Barry tells Iris this future that he got. Barry is telling Iris about the future. And he tell Iris with his dumb ass that she gonna get pregnant in 3 months. Now, there's this picture going around of Iris sitting in the chair. Look at it. Of Iris sitting in the chair in Star Labs. I think the hell for pregnant. But she look a good 3 months, 3 or 4 months, because her stomach is protruding. Now, 2 months pregnant, your stomach ain't looking like that. I done been around too many pregnant bitches in high school. Okay. I know what a pregnant belly look like. Okay? And to me, it looked like a good 3 or 4. So, or it could just be how the picture look. I'm not sure. But Barry is a dumbass. Why the hell would Barry tell Iris that she gonna be pregnant in 3 months? Like, Barry, you have told multiple speedsters on multiple occasions, and Jay Garrett has told you on multiple occasions to don't mess with the future. Don't be telling people about the future. Don't talk about the future. And then you gonna tell Iris, no, you gonna write a book, do a play-by-play of y'all life. Like, he just made me so mad. I wanted to slap him and suck it.
That did. Made me mad.
Oh, I thought you said suck his dick. It sounded like you. Well, did I say that? No, I didn't, Kiana.
Sounds like it said shit.
Anyway, boo.
You made me mad.
He made me mad too, but I was mad at it. What?
Over all the things that we're gonna do in our year.
Kiana was mad.
Be ahead of the game.
Kiana was mad.
I was mad.
Kiana was mad. And so, my thing is this. Damn, it take her 3 months to get pregnant. They've been trying since low-key season 8. How long they been trying? Actually, season 7. They've been trying since season 7. Like, damn, is Barry Soldiers not marching?
They marching.
Is he not marching? Hell, Quads
They
kept.
always stressed out.
Quads kept. Barry Soldiers should be running, sprinting. Hell, he a speedster. It should be fast pacing that motherfucker.
Sure.
She should have been pregnant.
They doing too much.
They not hunching enough. They not hunching enough. Cause Quads kept. They've been trying since the ending of season 7, and she ain't got pregnant. That should have been a storyline. I would have loved to see that. So Iris, tell me how you feel about it. What you feel about this book? And basically, she wrap her hair and go to bed. And so the next morning, he wake up and he like, let me tell you about the game plan. And she like, Barry, take your funky ass in the shower before you come talking that shit to me. I don't want to hear none of that shit. Go take your ass in the shower. And so, and I just have to appreciate this mundane version of West Allen. This is what I've been asking for since fucking season 3. A mundane version of Barry and Iris where they do more than just talk about Barry being the Flash. Thank you. Thank you. It is simple as that. The main plot still stayed the same, but they were able to talk casually, do fun things, even have an argument without revolving it around Barry being the fucking Flash. Okay, so we get to Iris' office, and might I say, I love the dynamic of Iris being a boss versus Barry being a boss. Because Barry being a boss in Star Labs, they just walk all over him and tell him what to do. Iris being a boss in CC Citizen, she telling them bitches what to do. Okay? And I love that for my girl. Also, I loved the score of the first episode. The score was so beautifully done. The camera work was beautifully done. Like, it was great. It was great.
That color.
It was, I love the red. I love the red. I love the rom-com of it all. Kiana.
I like the color of her hair.
I said the rom-com, Kiana.
I don't know what that means.
Romantic comedy.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Kiana don't like romantic comedies. Kiana like action and fairy tale. She like Disney stuff. Anyway.
It was nice.
So, finally, they keep, it's Groundhog's Day, so they keep repeating the same shit, right? And Iris is tired of it. And so she wake up before Barry, which I was confused about because I thought that they have to wake up at the same time. Like, I don't know. Whatever, I'm nitpicking. And so she down there getting drunk. Now, black girls don't drink Merlot. Black girls drink Moscato. I'm just kidding. She can drink whatever. Black girls drink whatever they want, girl. Whatever your preference. Whatever your preference. So Barry and Iris started arguing, and let me just say this, bitch. Why is it that every time Barry and Iris have a disagreement, Iris is always the one choosing him? Like, Iris is always the one that has to make the final choice.
Well,
Barry ain't never made a choice to do not a motherfucking thing besides
without her.
No, fuck that. Barry ain't never made a choice in this entire series.
I disagree.
Besides being the Flash.
Some of her words push him away.
She had every right to cuss him the fuck out. Would you have cussed him out, Kiana?
Yeah.
I would have cussed him.
It is just some of her words do be pushing him away. And then he be getting all sad. He's very sensitive.
He is sensitive. She gonna say like, oh, it's my choice. You're not giving me a choice to choose. You're not giving me a chance to choose it. And he was like, I thought you already made the choice. It was sad. Yeah, he wasn't listening. He ain't listening to what
he thought that what he
was doing was fine.
Right,
yeah.
Instead of just talking.
He had good intentions.
Or telling him his true feelings because
Yeah.
of all of that. He was feeling scared. And he didn't know. Instead of talking to you, talk to your wife, man.
Yeah, talk to your wife, your black wife, man. She ain't never gonna steer you wrong. And my thing is like, at the end of the day, Iris does always do the choosing. I ain't gonna lie. Every season, Iris always has to make the choice to choose, and Barry only ever made one choice, and that was to be the Flash, and everything that comes with being the Flash.
And the thing is, he's not going nowhere. He's always gonna be with her.
Yeah, he is always going. And to think that Candace almost left in season 2. Oh, good golly almighty. Ooh, that would have. Ooh, my heart. That scares me. Ooh, that scares me. Either way, either they was gonna replace her or bring in somebody else. Either way, it wasn't gonna be Caitlyn plain looking ass. I'm sorry. Anyway, now this is where I'm starting to nitpick. Is it just me, or like, do you feel like they making Barry and Iris look old as shit?
Some of those angles.
Yeah, some of the angles, I was just like, ugh. Like. Candace's makeup looked not cakey, but like, yeah, I think that's the way to. Is it cakey? Is that the word to use?
They did her makeup like as if she was old.
They did her makeup like a white woman.
No, as if she was an older woman.
Oh, they did her makeup as if she was an older woman, and Grant looked old too. And I'm just like, but that's not how they look. Cause Candace is probably one of the most beautiful women, okay, ever, and she know how to do her makeup. Because on Instagram, I know Instagram is like, you could filter it, but when she do her Insta stories and stuff where it's her real face, she don't look like that. And I just felt like they made her look super old. They made her and Grant look super old. To me, Grant and Candace is looking kind of old, and I don't like that. And I feel it's the way they doing their hair and makeup. Like, Candace don't look like that in real life. She don't look like that in real life. So why is y'all doing her makeup like that? Like, it's just pissing me off. It really pissing me off. Moving on, that was my only nitpick of this episode, is that they making them look really old, but Cecile over there pooching, looking a good 45 when she knows she's 60. Anyway, moving on. So I didn't love it. I'm lying. I was able to withstand the scene with Joe, Cecile, and Barry, where Barry went to Joe's house and was complaining about Iris. And I'm glad that Barry and Iris won't be living in that loft forever. They gonna move into they gonna move into Joe's house. It ain't Joe and Cecile's house because her name ain't on the deed and she ain't a West. So therefore she ain't got no rights. All she gonna get is child support. Anyway, well, probably not, because we ain't seen the heifer in like forever. Anyway, but yeah, the scene with Joe, Barry, and Cecile wasn't skippable. I actually enjoyed it. And I feel like the reason why Cecile was easy to like, oh Lord, that sounds so nasty coming out of my mouth. But the reason why Cecile was so easy to like is because she used her powers as a motherly instinct instead of being a side chick. That's it.
That's it.
She wasn't a side chick this episode. She was a mother. Mother, which she should have been doing since season 4.
The whole time.
Oh Lord, good God Almighty. Now moving on to Barry and Iris at the fireplace. Oh look, girl. Okay, so Eric, he could have been lying, but Eric said that he walked in on the scene where Barry and Iris were kissing, and everybody just used their deduction skills and think that he's talking about this scene in particular, and said that it wasn't supposed to be a kiss scene, and that they just ad-libbed it. But I find that hard to believe. Don't you find that hard to believe, Kiana? Because they both leaned in at the same time. Now, mind you, when they film in a scene, they do it multiple times. They do it multiple times. Either somebody messes up, they need to get another angle, they need to fix the lighting, like anything. They just do multiple scenes just because, you know? And my thing is, like, you walked in on them doing a scene and you was like, wait, that's not in the script. I find that so hard to believe. And y'all not about to get me caught up in this delusion that Grant and Candace just decided to kiss each other in a scene where it was not supposed to be a kiss scene. Y'all, no, I'm not doing it. Okay? Y'all not gonna do this to me. So I feel like Eric is lying. No, we going to Winco. She ain't going home. We going to Winco. Why would we go all the way over there and then come all the way back over here?
We passing by the house. Is your water the first one or the second?
Mine the second one. Anyway, the kiss was a good 9 out of 10. Would recommend. Okay, we haven't seen a kiss like that in a motherfucking long time. Okay, and I was
never seen no kiss like that.
Yeah, we have season 3 episode 4. The couch scene. Ain't that about a bitch, but it was a good bitch, and I watched it about 50, 11 times. It was good. I just want to watch. I just want to be a fly on that wall. Woo, okay. I just want to be a fly on that wall, child. And so basically they get to Iris' office or whatever, and they talking to Allegra or something, who care, girl. And so they're like, oh, okay, Liz, you ready to go? Iris is like, okay, Barry, you ready to go? He was like, oh, we actually got a few hours to spare. And she said, so what will we do, Mr. Allen? And he was like, I don't know. Woo, girl. She was trying to hunch him. She was trying to puck him. And Allegra was just there like, are y'all okay? Like, that was funny. I don't care. That was funny. So the whole pool scene I felt was Grant. That whole pool scene was Grant. That was not Barry. That was not Iris. That was Grant and Candace. He talking about, did you see my splash? I did a cannonball. Did you see it? She like, I saw it. It was tight, right? It was tight. Whatever they said, it was funny, and that was Grant and Candace. That wasn't Barry and Iris. You could definitely tell, like, you could tell it was Grant and Candace by the way they say things. Like, their voice kind of, like, how do I say it? Like, not dims, but their voice kind of lowers just a tad, just an inch. And so I'm like, girl, that was Grant and Candace, and they probably ad-libbed that scene. So then they go to Kramer, aka Joe's side chick, and they talk about, oh, give Barry the promotion. She like, oh, are you sure you can handle this, Mr. Allen? And he like, yeah. Iris is like, I'll make sure of it. Like, girl, stop it. Why is you looking at him like that? Like, go back and watch that scene when she talking about, I'll make sure of it, that he's, you know, on top of everything. Like, girl, on top of it or on top of, never mind. And so, anyway, Barry and Iris save the day, and then Eric and Allegra end up kissing. Eric, aka Chester, end up kissing. I don't care about the kiss. I care that it was a 360 kiss. That is an iconic 360 kiss that shouldn't have been granted to them. That is solely for Barry and Iris season 1, episode 15. Why the hell does Eric and Allegra have that kiss? They should have got... Oh, it's children playing, girl. They shouldn't have got that kiss, and I was kind of like upset about it. But moving on, because I really don't care about Eric and Allegra. I loved hearing Barry's voice when he's in the Flash suit talking to Iris. Like, I don't know, like, he got this deep voice talking about, are you still having fun, Miss West Allen? I was like, oh, boy, you better stop. Kiana, didn't you like his voice that he used? Yeah, he was fine. And so then moving right along, we got the scene where Iris is talking to Sue rich ass and, you know, whatever. And so that was probably my favorite scene when Barry walked up on her with his shirt tucked into his pants with that big ass belt. And I was like, oh my God, he looked like such a dad. And he was, you know, he was happy for her when she was telling him the good news about Catco and stuff. And like, I forgot what he asked her. Did he ask her something, Kiana? What did he say? He said something, and she was like, okay. And he was like, okay. I was just like, oh my, and then they hugged, and I was like, oh my God. If this is not a faith and spiritual movie about a dog, I don't know what it is, because it just gave faith and spiritual. It just gave me dog movie. Like they two dogs get tangled up or get lost, and they end up like they two dogs get tangled up or get lost. Like they two dogs get tangled up or get lost, and they end up falling in love or something like that. I don't know. That's what it was given to me when they hugged at the end. I don't know. It was just giving that. But it was really cute, and that was probably my favorite scene. Joe quits Team Flash, blah, 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 blah. Caitlyn is now a teenager, as Kiana was saying earlier in the video, blah, 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 blah. She got her goddamn ugly-ass clip-ins in, girl, with that ugly-ass blue in her hair. And I'm like... Now, y'all gave Killer Frost some looks before with this lace front. Mind you, her lace front ain't never been perfect, but that lace front has always been better than that storyline. And I'm just trying to figure out why is the clip-ins and the storyline the same. The clip-ins should never be on the same level as that storyline. Whoever is in the hair department that did Danielle Panabaker's hair got her fucked up because she looked like a goddamn fool. Anyway, moving along.
Anybody gotta go to the beauty supply?
Nobody gotta go to the beauty supply. Anyway, moving along, then we get to Red Death. I don't care what they do. I don't care what they do. I'm just glad it's Genevicia. I just care that it's Genevicia. I don't really care about nothing else. Just the fact that it's Genevicia. And I'm glad to see Genevicia. Overall, I give this episode a good 8 out of 10. Would recommend. I've already watched it 3 times. Will be watching it again. Okay? Yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and out.